First episode is in the books. It's funny because I got a couple of messages saying that I remind some people of certain people. Like one of them was Trevor Noah, Kevin Hart, because you know he has a talk show. Stephen Colbert.
It's Colbert.
Colbert? Stupid. Stephen can't bear to witness this greatness. Kevin, eat your heart out. Trevor don't know a thing about this. Jimmy, you better stay in that kennel. The big dog is here.
It's Jimmy Kimmel, not Kimmel.
Kimmel? That just ruins the goddamn joke. Roll the intro. Welcome to Midnight Media Review with Moel, the show for content creators by a content creator. So, I feel like we got a pretty good show for you guys tonight. 5 segments, a commercial break, and then tonight's guest. Yes. James Lite is in the house tonight. Now, he'll be joining us later on after the commercial break via video call. So, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, and make sure you hit that bell because you want to make sure that you get those reminders for the future episodes. Now, the first segment of tonight, S.U.C.S. S.U.C.S, shit you see on social media. Roll it.
Paz,
Papá,
mamá,
mamá,
aguacate,
aguacate.
parangaricutirimícuaro.
Jesus Christ. That's just a fucking dome truck.
Homie, it's Tony. Come and see how is this done. The LED sign can be illuminated without wiring. There is no messy wire on it. To install it, you only need to click it in like I did, and the installation is complete.
Oh my god. Are you talking
What's
to
going on?
me?
Oh yeah, I'm talking to you.
Say hey, Dixie.
Hey, Dixie. That's weird. They call me Dixie too. Dixie Normus.
White people, we like the same foods. Yeah. Favorite sandwich, peanut butter and jelly, macaroni and our favorite chips, salt and wow. Who said it? Get the cameras on them.
What's up, homie? My name is Tony. Yo, old boy had that Southern hospitality with that Chinese twang. One of the comments said, my Asian brother from Beijing, Alabama. That fucking comment had me just rolling. This next segment is MMR Updates. A segment where we give you an update or two on what's happened in recent times. And tonight's main story is Rhoda Osman. You guys remember this lady? Rhoda Osman? Let me give you a quick reminder. Roll it.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick in front of so many men and was like, what you gonna do? And I told all these men, like, yo, why is this man got a brick on my face? And he's holding a brick, and all these is watching, and nobody does nothing. And he hits me in my face, and then they all just watch, and they let that get in a car. How is this okay? This is what y'all doing to women?
Bet you guys remember her now, right? Now, Rhoda Osman was set to turn herself in to the Houston Police Department on January 18th, but she failed to surrender her freedom. So now there's a warrant out for her arrest because she is on the run. So, quick reminder. She created a GoFundMe account to get people to give her money for her hospital bills and the abuse that she claimed that she had. This woman raked in over $40,000 from donors. Now, the crazy thing about the story is that she's actually done this before a few different times, but this is the first time that people ever actually started to investigate to see what the situation was. Now, just so you guys know, she never got hit with anything, by the way. That's actually an allergic reaction that she has. I don't know what, but for some reason, she has these crazy allergic reactions to her face, and she uses it to create a income for herself. I don't even know if she even works, but I'm pretty sure you can stretch $40,000. So she was set to turn herself in. She didn't. She's on the run. Now, the Houston County Police Department is actually trying to locate this woman, and because she was found guilty. And since her being found guilty, GoFundMe has actually started a not a class action lawsuit. GoFundMe has started a lawsuit to retrieve the money back that they lost, because they end up having to pay back all the donors for the money that they lost in trying to help this woman out. So Michael B. Jordan is in the news for racing again, but this time it's not for what you think. So I feel like Michael B. Jordan is playing in our face right now. As you know, previously he was in the news for street racing, a $375,000 Ferrari that he sideswiped a Kia with and totaled the whole goddamn thing. The Ferrari, not the Kia. The Kia was actually fine. So a few weeks later, he decides to buy a Formula One race team. I mean, come on, dude. Like, I don't care what anybody says. The dude is playing in our face. So it's been reported that Michael B. Jordan invested in a Formula One race car company called Alpine, where he owns a 24% interest. I just hope that they don't let him behind the wheel, especially during a race, because I'm sure he'll be sure to swipe the pace car long before the event even starts. But let's hope Michael B. Jordan's no longer racing. Let's hope his race dance is over. All right, so it is time for the next segment, which is content creators. Now, this is a segment where I like to give a quick shout out for creators that are around the globe who are either funny, smart, has some type of following for doing something amazing. And tonight I'm bringing you Zayna Bear. Now, Zayna, her content consists of quite funny dances, commentary, cosplay, modeling, but mostly pertaining around the comedy aspect of things. So we give you Zayna. Roll it.
We never should have stolen this film.
Oh man, this is even more intense than that time I forgot how to sit down.
Reese's Puffs, eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. Reese's Puffs, eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up.
There we go. There we go. Got his ass.
To be honest, a lot of the time I wake up feeling bad about myself. But it always helps me to remember that I'm just built different. I don't even do yoga. I literally Googled hard yoga poses and did that shit easy just to shit on y'all. This is not a motivational video. It's me. I'm her. I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better. I am better. And exhale.
Now, I stumbled upon Zayna sometime early last year, and since I've been following her, everything that she posts keeps me laughing. So I highly recommend you guys following Zayna. A lot of the content that I wanted to post, I couldn't because of copyright, and there's a lot of copyright and music in her content, so I had to hold back. So please give Zayna a follow and tell her that I sent you. We need to get her on the show. Can somebody get her on the show, please? Zayna, if you're watching this, we need an interview. the next segment of tonight is called The Plug. And tonight we are bringing you a company that is called Our Love to Clean. Our Love to Clean is a mobile car washing business that will come to you at home, your place of business, or whatever your convenient need is. Our Love to Clean is a full wash and detail inside and out car cleaning company that will keep you shining when you don't have the time to give your car the attention that it needs. If you are in the Los Angeles area and you need your car cleaned, contact Ralph Robinson at Our Love to Clean for a consultation to get your whip looking right. Our Love to Clean. We love your car. All right, folks. So I know you guys have been waiting for this segment. We're going to pray and hope that your boy Reggie the Robot is doing his job tonight. So our next segment is IGBG, Instagram Beauty Goddess. And tonight we give you Cindy Tran. I'm actually familiar with Cindy Tran. That's a good one. Okay, so Cindy Tran is a Vietnamese model and video vixen from the California area. Roll it. Whew. I don't speak any type of Vietnamese, so I got nothing for you, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the clip. I did. I'm sure Reggie did.
You're welcome.
We'll be right back after this commercial break. And stay tuned, because after the commercial break, we have James Lite. And that's a good interview, so see you in a minute. Ooh, this strawberry Stubble Bitch Blast from Sonic is exactly what I needed.
Can't be better than this Bubble Butt Berry iced tea.
Damn, that is mega good.
Wait, you tasted Megan good?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm trying to taste Megan good.
It's not even what I said.
My, amazing.
That tastes like Maya?
Try our new and incredible tasting berry drinks. It's a mouth-watering fantasy down your throat.
Give me Maya!
This is how you Sonic.
Welcome back to Midnight Media Review, and hope you guys are ready for tonight's guest. He is a singer, songwriter, and producer.
You know what to do when I'm feeling low. You know what to do when I'm feeling low. I know you can get me through the night. I know you can get me through the. Ain't no faking that. She don't stay close. And she hate close. We don't make it fast. I take my time on it. I ain't even mad. She ain't mine none. She don't stay close. And she hate close. We don't make it fast. Long time, long focus. So pull up when you need to take a break. And we'll just go through the motions. Cause I know that you get a little lonely. That's why I let you come anytime. Whenever you need it, pull up on me. Just come through and we'll kick a fight.
Tacoma native, James Lite. How you doing, man?
Yo,
Let's give James Lite a good applause.
Appreciate you.
Nice to have you on the show tonight, man. What's going on?
It's good to be here, man. Not much. Start my little creative station, man, on the laptop. Taking some time.
All right.
You know, chop it up.
Hey, well, Again, I just want to say thank you for coming onto the show tonight. I'm pretty sure your fans is looking forward to seeing what you got to say. So I'm gonna get started with this.
Yep.
You just released Things Change. It's an EP, 3 songs. All songs were actually really good songs.
Thank you.
I do have a question. Could you please explain the title?
Yeah. So I guess there's kind of a bigger scheme to it in a sense. So I just moved to California.
Okay.
Back in June, top of June, into May.
Yeah.
So Things Change was kind of like an overall just kind of concept of how my life is kind of just changed as a whole. And that goes with people, relationships, just music, things just change over time.
I know all too well.
Life is ever changing, man. So, things change, you gotta be okay with it.
Yeah. Okay. So the first track on the EP is Blame Game. Now, based off of what I could tell, either you fucked up or she fucked up, but somebody fucked up because y'all going back and forth on blaming each other for what's fucked up. But it seemed like on the outro, it seemed like you fucked up. So listen, okay, let me break it down, you guys. Okay, so on the outro, she's talking about how, she wanted a relationship, but maybe he didn't. And James, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seemed like you might have been leading her on a little bit.
A little bit. But things change, man. See, it all circles back.
I understand.
It all circles back.
You know what? I see. Now that you said that, I see where you're going with the title, because you might have felt one way at one point in time, and then as it progressed, things changed.
As things progress, things change, man.
Yeah.
That's really all there is to it.
All right. Okay, so let's move into the next track then. Alone on a Boat.
Right.
Now, it's funny because the title is called Alone on a Boat, but it almost seems like you're not alone, because it seems like you're like on the hook. You talk about like moving upstream and stuff like that with the significant other that you happen to be with on the song. Now this track is also featuring Keys Open Doors. He killed his bars, by the way. He was doing his thing on that.
Man.
But please explain to me what Alone on a Boat actually means.
Right. All right. So that's another one with a concept. It's not me alone on the boat necessarily, but it's me and her alone on the boat. So if you how do I word it? So like a lot of the song, it's like me, and it's very conversational in a sense.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it's like it's me and you alone on this boat, nothing but water around us. We have nothing to do but have this conversation in a sense. Okay. We have nothing to do but figure out what is going on between me and you here on this boat. Nothing else going on around us, and that's pretty much the whole concept is. So,
hey, you know what? I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Okay, so it's almost self-explanatory, plain and simple.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean, and if you think about it, I mean, you can also put the concept of boat and like, we're in the same boat in the sense like we're both feeling the same way. So we're alone in this also, like no one else can feel what we're feeling in this situation. It's just me and you here.
It's almost like you're alone together because you're both having the same similar feelings, and there is no one else. Even if there are people around, you still feel alone because you guys are in this thing together by yourselves.
Exactly, pretty much. And I guess Keys Open Doors was scoping from another boat from afar.
You might have a little spy or something, Keys got binoculars or some shit, bro. Now I'm a pivot a little bit. Okay, so you, Keys, Wax, the producer, which I just had on the show,
Yes, sir.
and Brilliano. You guys are all a part of a group called Kids on the Hill.
Kids on the Hill.
Okay, so first of all, In the Hills is fire. By the way, I did listen to that. In the Hills is fire. But I wanna dig in deep a little bit on Kids on the Hill. Tell me how that came about. Like, what was the process of you guys getting together? How you guys even met in the first place? Like, what's the deal with Kids on the Hill?
Yeah, so Wax, Keys, and Brilliano, they've all been boys since they were kids. You know, young days, middle school, elementary school, church, all that type of. I met them probably around 2015, 2016-ish.
Okay, so fairly new.
Yeah, I'm the new friend in the group.
I mean, compared to their relationship, yeah.
Right, but in a good way, yeah. But I'm also the young one in the group too. Like they're all like 5.
Oh shit, okay.
Right. So it adds up. It makes sense. But so yeah, we met around 2016. And honestly from there we just kind of clicked. I remember the first time I met Brilliano, we actually caught a flight. We were going to help Keys work on a project he was doing out here in California.
So hold on. So the first time you met Brilliano, you guys was at the airport?
Man, and I promise you, it was
going to the same location. To help the same person. That's fucking crazy.
But no, it was intentional. We were flying together.
Yeah, but still, it's, you know, the first time meeting somebody. Hey, Brilliano, I'm James.
That's exactly
nice
how it
to
was.
meet you. As we get on this flight next to each other to go help the homie. Like
exactly. Oh, you're Brill. Oh, you're okay. Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was definitely that type of energy. But even then, like we immediately clicked. Like that day was, I was working at the airport at the time, so we were flying standby.
Oh damn!
And trying to get
you got free flights.
Huh?
So you got free flights.
$2.20, man.
God damn.
That's $2.20 I could ever spend.
Why can't I know someone like you when I'm flying somewhere? Like it just don't make no sense. Like even though the tickets is cheap these days, it's still expensive, especially when you want to get out of the country. But anyways, continue. Yeah.
So we were flying standby, so it was impossible for us to get on the flight. Like it was 3 of us, me, him, and Laze, another artist. She's dope. But we were trying to get on a standby flight, and we were there from 6 in the morning until like 10 p.m. Just missing flights. But it's situations like that where you kind of see like, okay, I can really vibe with this person. Like we're on the same energy that nobody's getting mad. Like it's all just, we're all sitting here laughing and joking the whole time.
It gave you guys an opportunity to actually click.
Right, exactly. And you're clicking in conflict. So it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna great when it's not conflict, you know? And so, that was the first time I met Brill. And the 3 of us, or the 4 of us, I should say, 4 of us, we just locked in, and those are my guys, man.
Something happened.
We make dope music together. It happens so naturally all the time.
But it doesn't. Like, I mean, I've listened to, you guys' stuff, and all you guys make really good music. And then, with you guys all being friends, it kind of just makes sense that you guys would come together and create a fire-ass group. So, that makes sense. Now, I'm not too familiar with Brilliano. Mm-hmm. Is he also a producer as well?
Producer, yeah. And he'll get on the mic if he needs to.
So all you guys are producers.
Yeah.
All you guys engineer your own shit. All you guys write your own shit like that. Look, you guys are a dangerous group.
Man,
but explain to me though, Kids on the Hill, the name of the group. Just for everybody who don't know, we want to hear how you guys came up with the name.
I see. That's another one that's kind of straight to the point. We all come from Tacoma.
Hilltop.
Yep, Hilltop. We all come from Tacoma. We all grew up over there. I mean, I lived in Parkland, but I grew up going to St. John Baptist Church. My mom was part of the music department, so I was at the church 5 days a week, 6 days a week.
Church boy.
Exactly. A church boy, McCarver.
Yeah.
I went to Christian Brotherhood, which is right over there on the Hilltop. So we're all from that same area, and that's really what it is. We try to keep that young energy to us, that young kind of kid-like spirit. That's actually something we say often. And so man, we're just some kids from the hill, but we're on the hill.
Hey, and except for now, you live in California
Yeah,
now.
actually, yeah. I'm in the hills now, but
Yeah, you definitely in the
yeah,
hills.
I'm in the hills.
What sparked the move to Cali?
Man, honestly, I've wanted to live out here my whole life. Since I was a kid, it's been like you're gonna live in California, and finally
What part of Cali did you move to?
I live in Glendale right now.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
familiar
20
with the area.
outside of
I mean,
LA.
I'm a Cali native. I came here.
Okay.
You went the opposite direction. I'm actually from LA.
Okay, dope.
But that's a long story. We're not going to be getting to that.
Yeah,
But
okay,
yes,
okay.
I'm from LA. Grew up in South Central by way of Canoga Park. Came here. Anyways,
Yeah,
so
you made a big switch.
look, we were looking for a better living.
Yeah, you found
But I'm gonna get back to the EP though. So the next track is Olympia.
Olympia.
So I kind of wanna understand because it's 3 of 3. It seemed like on the song, what I could tell was like basically it seemed like maybe you had started something back up with somebody, but it didn't quite seem the same. Almost kind of like your title, things change.
Yep.
Which is kind of funny how that just, like you just said, it's a big circle. But please explain to me Olympia. I mean, because for those of you guys who don't know, who's not from Washington, we actually have a city named Olympia out here. So
Right.
that's the first thing that crossed my mind, but I'm not sure if that's where you were going with it.
Yeah, no, I guess you can say the setting would be Olympia of all that. But yeah, no, the song is pretty much exactly what you said. It's almost like you're trying to spin the block. You know, you're trying to run it back. And it's just not. It's like you know something's wrong. She knows something's different. It's like it's just not. It's not what it was. This isn't clicking. And it's really just coming to that realization and just being like, well, you know, things change.
It's that full circle. So basically, from what I could tell and from what James Light has just given us, things change is a full circle. So please dig deep, dive in, and listen to the EP because it's definitely worth the listen. And it's you make good vibe music. Like for like you could throw that on in the car, you could be chilling in the house making food, hopping in the shower. Like it's actually really good vibe music. Now, speaking of good vibe music, now the music that I've heard from you, like you alone or you with Kids on the Hill, is all good vibe music. But you work with like a lot of artists, and one of those artists being Mac Driz. Now, one of the songs that you guys got is "I'm Coming Back."
Yeah,
that shit is fire. Like I threw that on. I was like, this is different though. Like this, I'm like shit. Like I feel like getting in the whip, pulling up on like you feel like you want to start some shit for a second. Like nah, let me chill. But no, like but for real. So like, how do you switch from going to like a vibe like that, and then like a good vibe, chill out like type of like track? Like what's that process like for you? Like jumping back in between like that.
You know, I think it kind of comes with I guess it's my upbringing in music. I grew up kind of listening to a little bit of everything in a sense. Like I make R&B music, you know, I sing, but like I always tell people my intros to music was listening to like Fab and Ludacris and then you had gospel.
Two of the greats right there.
Right. Yeah, gospel on the other side of the spectrum. I didn't really get into R&B until like high school. I was listening to, you know, pop music, radio, Disney and stuff like that. So you can kind of see how all those little elements kind of allow me to, in a sense, just kind of be a chameleon and blend in and be able to switch to a song with Drees and then do another song with Wax. And, you know, it all just, it works.
Just makes sense. Like, okay. So on that note, like who, like for you, like growing up and, you know, getting into music and stuff like that, like who was your biggest influence in music?
It's kind of a loaded question. I feel like I can't give you one, but
give me as many as you want.
Yeah, man. So I guess it kind of depends on the phases of music that I've gone through. So I know in high school when I really like dove into like music, I was and still am that I was a huge Chris Brown fan. So
It's Chris Brown.
Right, he's breezy at the end of the day.
It's Chris. Yeah, you know.
Big breezy fan. So
I got a homeboy who's always like, yeah, my homeboy Chris Brown just released a new track. Like he doesn't know him, but he be like, yeah, my best friend Chris Brown.
Yeah, no, so yeah.
All right, so we got Breezy.
Drake, obviously. He
okay.
Drake and Bryson Tiller in different ways. I think Drake, he's the rapper that sings, you know. Tiller is the singer that raps. And so I kind of can pull from both of those. I'm still a big Drake fan, still a big Tiller fan. Frank Ocean, obviously.
Hey, you know what, man? People be sleeping on it. Say stop sleeping on Frank. You know,
man,
like he's good.
Yeah, man. Frank's a GOAT. You're not even going. Obviously, and then
I mean, I don't know when he's gonna put out some new music, but I mean, at some point in time,
we're all waiting. We're all waiting.
It's a long ass wait.
We're all alone in the boat.
I like how you brought that back.
And then on the production side of things, Timbo, obviously, GOAT. Pharrell, he's a GOAT. John Bellion, a lot of people don't really know who he is, but crazy.
I don't know who he is, honestly.
Man, he's penned and made some of the dopest songs, the pop songs.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to look up this dude. You say John Penn?
John Bellion, like Billion.
John Bellion. Okay.
Like Billion.
Yeah, hey, John Bellion, I'm gonna check you out, bro.
He's fire, man. Ryan Leslie, I grew up watching his videos.
Oh yeah,
classic.
Video.
And then 40, he's the GOAT.
Of course.
Yeah, him and yeah, man. So I think those are a lot of my main influences.
Okay.
I think I kind of
shit. I mean, I was gonna ask you like who's your like top 10, but then I kind of feel like it kind of like negates the whole everything you just said. Like it doesn't make any sense to even ask.
Yeah,
man, we're gonna move on to that question.
Hey, but yeah.
So, on the note of music and your influences and stuff like that, do you remember the first album you ever bought?
Yeah, so I didn't start really buying music. Like I said, until like high school, really. So
you were still in like everybody else, Napster, motherfucker.
Yeah, I was still.
God damn, man.
I was downloading.
Hey, don't come for him though. Don't come for him.
Yeah, nah, man. I promise.
Let him have it. Everybody did it.
Purchase everything. So when I started, paying for music though, it was really like when the streaming era like kicked off. So I can say first, when I bought Apple Music, I bought it because Chris Brown was gonna drop his royalty album, and I was like, oh no, I have to listen to this. I'm not about to. CDs are done for. Cars aren't even making CD players at this time. Like we're like, guys, we're over here. And so I downloaded it so I can get that.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I wonder if my car even have a CD player.
See, man, I think mine does, but
I don't think mine do.
They were phasing into the aux Bluetooth, like it was.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell you the last time I pulled out a CD. I hop on Pandora and keep it moving.
Man, I promise you, I was the CD burner. I had everything.
I mean, I used to be, yeah.
Had it all. So I downloaded for that, and then the album actually ended up getting pushed back for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So the first album I actually got and streamed was Justin Bieber's Purpose album, which is a fire album. But
I'm gonna be honest with you. He's made some good music. I've heard it. Just because what people have put out there, or you might hear it on like the radio, or like it might come on your streaming Pandora station or something like that. But I've never actively gone to go listen to Justin Bieber, and that's not a diss. It's just I'm a lot older than a lot of people, so me going to go actively listen to Justin Bieber just wasn't really a thing, because I feel like he made more music for like the little teeny boppers, and that just I'm good.
Facts, but and if you think about it, though, that's kind of I guess I was not a teen bopper in a sense, but I was coming out of my teen years. I was like 18. But that Purpose album was That was his more mature sound anyway. He was with Pooh Bear by then. So, but yeah, that was the first album. That was the first album that I had, got downloaded, streamed, and was like, oh yeah, all right, this is what this feels like.
So just to clarify, so the first album you've ever bought is a Justin Bieber album.
Crazy to hear, right? Crazy to hear. I was aiming for Christmas.
Yo, I would have never guessed that, especially given the knowledge and the history that you've already given us tonight. I would have never guessed the first album James Lite bought is Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
You know what? I think we need to get Justin Bieber to hit you up and get a collab going. James Lite and Justin Bieber. Can we make that happen?
Justin, come find
me. To be a fire. And James Lite is going to produce and engineer the whole thing. You have to do nothing but show up.
That's
right?
Got you.
All right, man. Hey, I'll fuck with it. To save time, because I know we are really up. But listen, where can everybody find your music at?
Yeah, so obviously you can follow me on all platforms at James on the board. James on the board. It's a little complicated, but board as in like writing.
One word, James on the board.
James on the board, one word. And then all
just my like he got in trouble in class. James on the board.
Right. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna have to use that. That was
might
be on something there. I'll give you your credits. I got you. And then on all platforms, all streaming platforms, James Lite, Lite. Things Change is out now. I have some new music coming before the year's up. A lot of new music on the way.
Hey, we are looking forward to James Lite. And before I let you go, I got one more question.
Yes, sir.
James Lite is a playoff of your full name, right?
Correct.
And your last name is Lightborn?
My last name is Lightborn, yep. And
honestly, that's just fire. Like, even if you just went by your last name, you'd be like, damn, that's dope. How'd he come up with that? It's his last name.
Thank you. Growing up, I always thought it was a complicated last name. Everyone was like, "Your last name is like a superhero name." I don't know what you're talking about.
No, but for real though, like honestly, like if you think about it, like we're sun-kissed, light-born, like that's fire.
Hey man, you
no pun intended.
Flow, man, I'm telling you, you got some. You didn't spit 2 bars within like 2 minutes.
Hey, you know what though? Some people know I used to do music. I used to rap. So actually, I did a couple of tracks with Wax.
Okay.
But yeah, actually, he produced one of my songs too. Like Wax, he's got heat.
Wax,
but I don't rap no more. It's been a hot minute.
Okay.
I even have unreleased music, and you probably will never hear it.
We all, man.
But man, hey James, it's been a pleasure having you tonight. Thank you for coming on to the show. Hey, before we let James go, can we give him another warm round of applause?
Thank you.
Let him know that he's appreciated. It's been a pleasure having you, man. You have a good evening, and we will see you guys in a second.
Yes, sir. You too.
Let's give tonight's guest another round of applause. And if you or someone you know has a brand, a product, or talent and wants to be featured on the Midnight Media Review with Moel show, please feel free to email me at therealmoel@gmail.com, and I or my staff will get back to you and try to get you scheduled. But until then, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Remember, life is way too short to not enjoy it. You guys have a good night.